Hello everyone, welcome to another video for the One Piece trading card game. In this video, we'll have the deck update for the Blue Purple Crocodile from set 1. Let's begin. Our deck list for Blue Purple Crocodile includes 4 Starter Deck Law, 3 Set 1 Mr. 3, 4 Set 1 Miss All Sunday, 4 Set 1 Jack, 4 Set 1 Boa, 4 Starter Deck Mihawk, 4 Set 1 X-Drake, 3 Starter Deck King, 1 Promo Pack Law, 4 Set 1 Crocodile, 3 Set 1 Mihawk, 4 Desert Spada, 4 Love Love Beam, 1 Officer Agents, and 3 All-Star Calamities. Looking at this deck, we can see that there are a bunch of familiar faces from our original deck. Mr. 3 and Miss All Sunday are great Baroque Works synergies and are the reason to play Crocodile over Blue Purple Kaido. Jack and X-Drake make their return since making our opponent discard cards is great card advantage, as well as X-Drake being one of our easy 2K counters. Boa and Mihawk are great 4-drops in blue that any blue deck should probably include. And our 4 Crocodile and 3 Set 1 Mihawk are just great finishers, Crocodile making our blue events cheaper, and Mihawk being a great removal with a pretty strong body. A few new additions that this deck plays with are the Starter Deck Law and the Promo Law. For the Starter Deck Law, I found that even though there is a bit more control than I expected, you still want that early game blocker, as well as since it's a cheap blocker, you can play it with your Mihawk on 10 Dawn if you need to, or you can weave it in wherever, and it being a nice 1K blocker for 1 allows it to block pretty much anything on the cheap. The only things it really can't are the 5-drop Starter Deck Luffy and Shanks, but against those cards you should just be using your counter from hand to stop them anyway. With the addition of the Promo Law, we can force our opponent to take a life to hand if sometimes it might be hard to hit them. Again, this is mainly here for slower decks since they'll be trying to keep more cards in their hand the whole game. So this can be a useful tool to get our opponent down to 0 life later. If you don't own this law, you can easily play a 4th copy of the Starter Deck King since they're the same body and neither of them have counter. And since there's no trait synergy required, it's not too bad of a swap. Just if you have this one law, I would prefer it. As you can see as well, we're not on the 7-drop King, we're only playing the 3 6-drop King. This is because 7-drop King really doesn't do much in a format like we are in now, where there are a lot of bigger things, a lot of things that cost 4 that he just can't touch. You know what can touch 4 drops? Starter Deck King. As well as being a cheap body, just 6 for 7k, it's just a great card. Even if you don't use the Dawn Minus effect, you can just play it as a body early and then start having pressure put on your opponent. Looking at our events, you can see that some of them are the same. Desert Spada and Love Love Beam are the premier events for Crocodile, allowing us to get extra cards from Crocodile's ability. We have the 3 All-Star Calamities, or if you're looking for names in your English collection, Lead Performer Disaster. I don't know why they changed the name. All-Star Calamities was fine. But this card's great in this deck since we can get an extra card off of it with our leader, and it lets us ramp to our 7-drop Crocodile and our 9-drop Mihawk 1 turn faster, which can be the difference versus some more aggressive matchups that are trying to kill you in 1 turn, something like a green. This card really shines. And then finally we have the 1 of Officer Agents. This is mainly here because against an aggro matchup we can play it to put Galdino into play to stop something else from attacking, as well as we can bring in a Miss All Sunday to block something else. This is mainly here so we can play our Baroque Works cards on our opponent's turn. However, this isn't a card that's required. You could easily play something else if you wanted. In fact, after the release of the Shank starter deck, I would probably cut this Officer Agents for a Lion's Threat Imperial Earthbind, because it's just an extra piece of removal that's an event, so you can profit off of your leader. If you also wanted, you could play a film package, but I think since you're trying to do a little too many things with the strong blue finishers and the blue event package, you probably might want to exclude it. So the one Lion's Threat is probably fine. And if you want to play maybe one Douglas Bullet, that'll probably be okay as well. Thank you all for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully, next week we'll see all of the cards from the third set, so I can start building the decks for the set 3 leader reviews. But we should still have one more week of these deck updates, so if there's something you want to see, let me know in the comments. I'll try to get a deck together. With that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.